Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with Louisiana Tech's head coach pregame. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running inside, it's Miller. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Sheffield. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The run inside. It's Griffin. Knocked down immediately.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
3rd down from the gun. Lewis. Caught. There he goes. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see, too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot. Play action with Lewis. Flush to the left.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. He'll take it himself.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. Back is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick give. It's Miller. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Sheffield. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, ready. Blue 30, blue 30.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Troy! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Rush is on. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give is to Miller. Showing off the arms. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sells to fake. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Thomas. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Bulldog. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Dortch. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Burgess. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Lewis. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Ready. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
In the red area, it's Miller. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well run him again. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Tight end now in motion. Making the adjustment on the play. Defense all over him.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Back to pass, it's Sheffield. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big fourth down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Trying to get the corner. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Buying time to his right. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Here's Lewis to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burgess. At the 35, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Now they'll try the right side. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Burrowing for yardage. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Straight ahead, it's Miller. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Moves the pocket. It's Sheffield. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Curry. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a man. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Sheffield. Look out! The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Booster.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Huskers in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Pulls it on the option. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Gives it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Handoff to the lone back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Got enough for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wideout. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. In the backfield, it's Dortch. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lewis. Left side, it's Burgess. Makes the grab in their space. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Pulls it on the option. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Troy!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Hits inside. It's Miller. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. To the air, it's Sheffield. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Searching for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. On the RPO, got him. And he's still running after the move. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. On the move, it's Griffin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw at Sheffield. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Gets a hand in there.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Palmer. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
That's a really nice play on 2nd down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They want to run this quarterback. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Finds his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Sheffield. Under pressure. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on fourth down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Looking for the edge. Keeps it looking for the edge. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. And the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Dropping back, it's Sheffield. Out wide right, it's Miller. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He turns that loose down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Miller. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get to 6, but they'll have the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Back to throw, it's Sheffield. Touchdown, Bulldog! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Number 83, set to kick this one.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Break. Over. Down, ready. At 80.
Wants to throw one first. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Looking for a man. It's Jeff Field. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Drops back on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Moving the pocket, it's Sheffield. Throws to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll send the back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got him in the flat. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's looking to pass. On the move. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
You have to understand, at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Sets his feet at Sheffield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a 1st down and protect this lead. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their 1st. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Burgess. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback keeper. There he goes. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.